Hello, it's POGMarineFPS, and today I'm going to be talking about military habits when you get out of the military and you still have these habits. Now, civilians, you guys might recognize this in some of your veteran friends. You know, for a while, this is just the beginning. I walk on grass now. And it may sound stupid to you civilians, but walking on grass was a big thing, at least where I was. I was in 29 Palms, California. And if you don't know where that is, it's kind of like a desert environment. And grass is very rare, so we tend not to step on it. And to answer anybody's question, did you walk on the grass? Yes, I did when I was a PFC, but somehow I didn't get my ass chewed. And it was right on the general's lawn. So, yeah, if you're the general, please don't watch this video. Or pretend I just didn't say that. But either way, don't walk on the grass. I eat fast. Like, I eat really friggin' fast. And my parents always give me shit when I'm eating. And they're like, slow down, nobody's gonna steal your food. Another habit that's hard to kick because it just gets so annoying, and I don't know why the civilian world does not do this, because this actually does make sense. The phonetic alphabet. It's very simple, and there's no misinterpretation if he said G, if it's an E, or you know what I mean, because G sounds similar to E, so why not just say golf or echo? Because you get some of the people like telemarketers that'll say, oh, P as in pony, A as in apple, B as in banana, and it's like, alright, whatever, I'll go with it. Now, I don't necessarily think this is a habit, but in the Marine Corps where we were not allowed to use colored pens, they could only be black. So using a blue pen was really taboo. We never used blue pens, it's always black pens. But I just kept writing in black pen. To add a little flavor, I really like tapatio sauce, and I'd slap that shit on pretty much anything. I'd slap it on egg rolls, which I have a very funny story about having to use the bathroom and a camming inspection. So watch that video, it'll pop up there. If it hasn't popped up yet, it means I haven't made it yet. But watch that story, that's kind of hilarious. It's kind of my fault. But opening the door for ladies, I do that a lot. And just opening the door for anybody in general. And I just generally give a helping hand. But that's not really a habit, that's just being, you know, a nice guy. Alright, another big one, habit that's hard to break. Before the Marine Corps, believe it or not, I didn't swear at all. And actually, in a lot of my videos, I don't swear either. But once in a while, a swear will come out and it'll just be natural. So if you're joining the military, you're around a lot of swearing, and you guys even know the term like swearing like a sailor. Well, it goes for Marines as well if you've been around Marines. So another thing that I noticed that I still do, that I will still do because I am re-enlisted in the Marine Corps, is 15 minutes prior. I always show up 15 minutes prior, whether it's work, anything. It's always 15 minutes prior. You can't get out of it. I know some of you guys are like, oh, I got out of it. It's pretty easy. I just showed up 5 minutes before. But I don't know, with me it kind of bothers me, so I do 15 minutes prior just in case I forget something. I go back, you know, I forget my hat, pick up my hat, or something more important like your wallet or license, whatever it may be. But 15 minutes prior is still sticking with me, and I'm pretty sure it's sticking with some of you guys as well. People, well, this is kind of ain't a habit, this is kind of just one of my things, because like I'm saying, the grass thing, people take stuff for granted so much, and it irritates us. Like, people complain about the simple things in their job. You know, just like, oh, I've had such a terrible day, the printer broke, and I broke a nail. And it's like, really? It's just one of those nitpicky things. I don't know, it just irritates me. And I'm sure other veterans as well. Alright, so this one I still do. It's just out of respect. And actually, I was taught this a while ago. My dad was a squid. He's in the Navy. Hua. Or whatever you guys say. I think that's what you guys say. My dad was old school Navy, so they didn't kind of say any of that motivating stuff, and they just, from what I've seen from his pictures, drank a lot of beer and did some work. But not really crapping on the Navy. I love the Navy. I was actually going to join the Navy. I was actually going to try to change over to the Navy, but then I decided to stay in the Marine Corps. Taking your cover off, well, actually, geez, there's another habit too, calling it a cover. Taking your hat off when going indoors. It's just a respect thing. Now, I don't take it off in Walmart, but you know, I almost do, but it's like, it's Walmart. Have you seen the people that are in Walmart? if you haven't, check it out. You can Google that stuff. There's some weird people in Walmart. But there's another story about Walmart as well. Every time I went to Walmart, something would happen. Something weird. Well, at least the Walmart in California. A bunch of weirdos over there. But anyway, I'll probably do a story about that too. If I don't, then it probably won't show up. But either way, I got some stories to tell with that as well. But taking your hat off indoors is a habit as well. It's not a bad habit. It just shows us it's just a sign of respect. Oh yeah, another thing that kind of relates to this is I never was a hat guy before in the military, but now I got tons of different hats, and I gotta wear a hat. You know, it just makes me feel a lot better when I'm wearing a hat outside, and I gotta have something on my head. It's just one of those things, because you take the cover on. If you don't know, you put the cover on when you're outside. You take the cover off when you're inside, like I said, and it's just, I don't know, it just feels weird without having something on your head. So another thing that people don't understand is carrying stuff in your left hand, even though you're not left-handed. I still do this once in a while. I still kept myself doing it, but now I'm starting to see that I'm doing stuff in the right hand, which is kind of a bad habit because I'm, re-enlisting back in the Marine Corps. But why we carry stuff with the left hand is because we need our right hand to salute. So we either have a bag in our right hand or we're escorting somebody. That's pretty much why another habit that's hard to kick, because it just comes naturally. You naturally put it in your left hand because that's what we're taught and that's what we do for all these years. Oh, another big one is energy drinks. Actually, I think a few of my videos you'll see energy drinks in them. But energy drinks is a big thing in the military, and it's really hard to get off them. So yeah, I really like my energy drinks. They give me that extra pep for the day, and that's a real hard habit to quit. And actually, before the Marine Corps, I don't think I really did much of energy drinks. So pushing ourselves beyond our limits physically and mentally is kind of like pain tolerance. Yeah, this is what I'm going to call this. So it's pain tolerance. We usually have a much higher pain tolerance than the norm, the normal people. And the reason why is because everybody knows military tries to push themselves above and beyond their limits mentally and physically. And with this, the Marines have a saying: pain is weakness leaving the body. Now, I love this saying. It's very good saying. It motivates you. But I totally don't agree with it. I totally disagree with it. And I actually have facts to back it up. Pain is your body telling you to stop because you might hurt yourself at the time or it might hurt you later on down the road. So with this, you get a little bit of bonus content. I'm going to tell you the story. And don't freak out, because I know there's people that are missing legs and arms. I'm not complaining, I'm just telling a funny little stupid story. So anyway, recently it's been really crappy this month. It's been really cold, a lot of snow and stuff like that. So right when the snow and the ice started melting off the road and I could go for a run without having to worry about slipping and cracking my skull open, I decided to go for a run right when it melted. Well, I was running probably a good mile, probably a little bit more than a mile, and then I decided to turn back. And the reason why I decided to turn back is I started feeling pain in my hand. Now this is kind of funny because, well, I started to get minor frostbite, I guess you'd call it, and it actually made my fingers numb for a few days, but they're fine now. This one you can kind of see it's still the skin is a little bit peeling, but they're all okay. But either way, with the pain and ignoring it, it's there for a reason. So if you are a veteran, you're out, take this as an example. If you're in pain, probably just don't push with it. Push through it. Don't be a badass like me with this badass finger wound. But actually affected some of my other fingers too. But yeah, so yeah, that's definitely a habit that we get in that mindset of things, and we strive and push ourselves harder, which is a good thing, because in the civilian world, if you push and strive and set goals, that's also another habit. It's a very, very good, I was going to say tactic. I guess, I don't know, military lingo, military language is still in there, still with me. But it is a good tactic to gain promotion through the civilian world. So that pretty much concludes my video on military habits. So thank you guys for watching. Have a nice day and stay safe.